How to eat for lasting well-being is today's message. And we are going to cover things like why healthy eating. We are also going to cover why shift to a healthy body. And we're going to cover general topics around that. And we are also going to cover um, an interesting further topic that says why shift to a healthy body, and we're going to be looking at fat and weight. A further point that we are going to be looking at is, look at this one carefully, how to shift to a healthy lifestyle in a sustainable way, not treating symptoms, but addressing the root cause. And then two more to go. That is, I'm dropping a ball here, ladies and gents. I'm dropping a ball. So we are also going to cover, I'm dropping a ball seriously here, Peace Evolution's recipe. So not only are we going to tell you about how to do it in a sustaining way, we are also going to cover Peace Evolution's recipe. The outcome of everything we do is about evolving inner peace. Therefore, it's important that we share the recipe with you. And then lastly, what has this got to do with eating, you might ask? What on earth has this got to do with eating? And that is recognizing your purpose. So we are going to take it all the way from eating in a sustainable way, all the way through to how do you recognize your purpose. And that, in a nutshell, is what we are talking about. And I've set the scene, so I'm handing back to Linde, who is going to take us through certain everyday things we need to also do behind the scenes. Linde, thank you.
Thank you, Emmanuel. So, Peace Evolution is a startup organization, and we are creating this platform so that we can create and evolve inner peace for humanity. That's quite a big statement, but it goes into every single part of our lives, and we really do have a recipe to evolve inner peace that's very unique. And yeah, in order to run this platform and to proliferate our message, we would love for you to contribute and support our channel. So if you are watching the live stream, please throw us a reaction or say something in the super chat. We'd really appreciate that. And if you're watching the replay, there's other ways also that you can contribute. You can join our channel. We have a beautiful list of membership that you can join with all kinds of lovely perks to assist you and recognizing your meaning and recognizing your purpose. And then it's nice to have an audience cheer me on. Yeah, and then you can also, if you're watching the replay, you are welcome to contribute with a super thanks. That would also be really awesome. Anyways, very excited about our topic today, Emmanuel. So let's jump in.
Thank you, Linde, for helping us pay the bills. I'm going to immediately start with, if our content resonates with you, we'd love you to like, share, subscribe, click the notification bell to get notified of further content and live streams that we publish. And we'd also love you to comment. We are new with this, so any comment we get gets us to jump out of our skins, and we'd love you to help us jump out of our skins with excitement that people are actually watching and taking note. And in our previous live stream, we got some comments, and I was quite surprised that anybody would want to comment. The fact of the matter is, we got a lovely comment from somebody about fasting, and let's see how it goes. So we'd love you to participate. We won't know about our message if it resonates, if nobody says anything. Or, Linde, we could say if nobody says anything, then maybe we don't have value to add, and maybe our message resonates with nobody. So that could be a possibility.
But we would love you to challenge us, even if you disagree with what Emmanuel's sharing here today. We ultimately, like Emmanuel said, what we feel makes us unique is that we address the root cause of things, not just treating symptoms. We really, really want to get to the bottom of everything in our lives. And yeah, and in that way, automatically we will heal ourselves and also the world around us. So I don't know about you, but I think that's a message worth hearing. So okay, but let me let me stop there because I'm very
Linde,
biased and very passionate about what we share here at Peace Evolution. So let's
Linde,
continue.
and just before you go, have you got the trailer that you could play now just ad hoc? Have
Um,
you got any?
I don't have our trailer. I can quickly get it if you give me a moment.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay, please get it. In the meantime, I'm going to see if I could add to your point about treating the symptom and the root cause. So, of course, our claim to fame is that we don't treat symptoms. Uh, Let me just give an example. If you eat healthy just because right now you want to achieve something, it could be anything that you want to achieve. You just don't feel comfortable in your clothing. You might be planning to go to some do, and you'd like to shake some of the weight that you're carrying, or you heard about that I need to eat this or I need to eat that. And so you do that, and sometime later the same thing reoccurs, or the same thing but looking or feeling differently. Now, with us, we address the root cause, and the root cause, whether you are going to agree with us or not, and this is something that we'd love you to comment about, the root cause as we see it is that your lifestyle is depicted from your own personal uniqueness. If you are living your own unique life, your lifestyle would reflect that. If you are not living your own unique life, and for you it's a matter of day to day getting up, making money to survive, to cope, because you need to make money and you might not even earn enough money, or you might earn too much money, yet something always feels missing. You might be yearning for a different life. Now, those things are the things that we address here, and one of the outcomes of addressing what feels missing, the yearning for a different life, the fact that you might feel your life does not have meaning, the end result of that is by addressing that at the root cause, everything else falls into place. And I'm just going to check with Linda. Yes, Linda is back. Linda, play us that trailer just for
Oh,
some fun today.
okay, here goes. Emmanuel, just remove that bottom banner for us. There we go.
Thank you. It's removed. Let's walk. Linda, thank you. That was super deluxe. And
Okay,
to get it going on short notice, thank you very much.
that's a
And yes,
pleasure.
we are going to address those things from a sustainable way. How to eat for lasting well-being, not just now in the moment you want to treat something and now you're going to decide to eat. Linda, I worked very many years ago. It feels like decades and decades with a person who became so despondent that she went and had her jaws wired closed so that she couldn't eat and she had to, through a straw, take in fluids.
Sure.
But of course, after a while, she got used to it and she was able to get the wiring to stretch a little bit. And so she could actually, with a spoon, eat something. Now we are saying, wait, 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 wait. Why is that the case? Let's look at the root cause, and here we are certainly going to address it. Linda, thank you for your um, playing of the trailer at short notice. Very well done. Very well done.
Pleasure.
So I'm going to jump in straight away, Linda, with where we start today. Why healthy eating? So you need to bear with us. We can't unfold everything in 20 seconds. We are going to unfold our message to you over dissecting it a little bit at a time. So, how does healthy eating contribute to a healthy body? Very simple. Let us assume that I eat. First of all, I might have a fast-paced life. I might be eating a lot of takeaways, just something on the go. I might be eating pastries. I might be eating cake. I might be eating a lot of added sugar. I might be drinking beverages and alcohol. And if you go and look at what that contains, they are laden with added sugar. So if we watch what we eat, as it says there, how does healthy eating contribute to a healthy body? If we watch what we consume, we stand a better chance to have a healthy body. Oh, look at that image, all those things. And then we take it a step further and we say, what are the benefits of healthy eating? Well, first of all, if you are going to eat healthy as a way of life, and we are going to show you through this live stream, we are going to show you the benefits of healthy eating throughout. So, regrettably or unfortunately, you need to stay right to the end to get the full message. It's not a quick fix for us. If you want a quick fix, then this is not the place for you to be. If you are looking for a long-term way of life solution, then this is the place for you to be. So one of the benefits, of course, is quality of life. I remember there was a time when, and I was half the age that I am now, when I climbed a flight of steps, I was out of breath. And after my own discoveries, which we are going to talk about, not my discoveries, but the outcome of my discoveries, you are going to see how I eventually got to a sustainable, healthy lifestyle. So, for instance, by the time I got to a certain age, I had developed cholesterol. Now, through carefully eating, the cholesterol has also subsided quite significantly. So there are many, let's say, quality of life. You fit into your clothing. You don't have to keep on upsizing your clothing, which is something that we often need to do. You also feel fitter. You have energy. You are able to do stuff because you're not tired all the time. So, those are all things, and we are going to share the root cause of why it is so difficult to continuously live a healthy lifestyle. There we say how to easily live a healthy lifestyle. We are covering that not from treating a symptom. It's very easy. We are not giving you a magic wand. We are saying to you, let's find out what is the problem, not from a doctor perspective, not from a psychology perspective, but from a perspective that is, dare I say, common sense. As we mention it to you, you're going to say, oh, but I do know that. So let's have a look at that. The next thing is, why does a healthy mind easily facilitate a healthy body? So you must have heard that a healthy mind hosts a healthy body. It starts with our mind. If you look at it, whether you believe it or not, everything we do is sits between our two ears. So I'm going to give you, throughout today, we are going to discuss how to get the adjustments between our ears in such a way that we easily live a healthy um, body. As it says there, how does your healthy mind easily facilitate your healthy body? And when we look at it further, it's a way of balancing what's going on in your mind with what's going on in your body. Nothing different to that. Now, answer this question. Now, whether you are watching live or whether this is the replay, please stand back and ask yourself this question. Do you yearn for a different life? I certainly yearned for a different life for many, many years, and I stumbled. No, I didn't stumble. I dug and I made it my life's mission to figure out what was at the cause of yearning for a different life. Does something feel missing in your life? Just ask yourself that. If you close your eyes and you just think about it, does something feel missing in your life? These are questions that are telltale signs that your life that you are living, which is actually as unique to you as your fingerprints. So your fingerprints is absolutely unique to you. There isn't another person with the same fingerprint. Now, does that also reflect your life? Or is your life just another life? And I don't want to generalize or minimize you, but if you stand back and you think, is your life really only about making money? There's much more to just wanting to make money. We do need money. We need to pay the bills. There's no doubt about that. but is that your prime objective to make money? We are going to show you here there is a different way. Are you living your uniqueness? If you're not living your uniqueness, it would reflect in your health. Very easy to understand, and we are covering that. Then, what it says there, creating a perfect balance between mind and body is the path to your healthy and unique life. Guess what? Guess what is the outcome of that? The outcome of that is you evolve inner peace. And that's what I have to say here with this first focus point. I'm inviting Linda to come back into the studio to come and add or bombard or ask whatever the next step is, Linda. Do you have anything? Do you think I covered it with too much verve, with too little verve, or was the energy just right?
No, that was lovely, Emmanuel. I would just like to add for our viewers that's watching that what we're sharing here today is there are so many different methodologies out there of healthy eating. And what we want to look at today is really the why and the undercurrent of eating healthy and living a healthy lifestyle. And so even though there are lots of tips and tricks of how to live a life, a health style, in order to sustain that, what needs to shift inside of us? And yeah, so please keep watching. That's what we are going to cover next.
Okay, thank you for adding that, Linda. Linda, I think I took one of your messages off the screen unintentionally. Did you have your own message on the screen, or was
No,
I
I
imagining
didn't.
it?
No, you're imagining
Okay.
it.
Okay, thank you, Linda. So I just would like to add, if you like what we say, if you resonate with our message, we'd like you to indicate that by liking, sharing, subscribing, ring the notification bell to get notified, and comment even if you disagree. We'd love to hear what you have to say. And then, Linda, we also need to pay a little bit of the bills. So we want to ask if this message resonates with you. You have two options. You could, during the replay, give us a super thanks. During the live stream, you could give us a super chat. And then, Linda, please put up that note of yours about joining our membership. Thank you. So we also recently monetized on YouTube, and we created some membership, and the membership covers all the way from just reading a book with us and discussing that book, all the way to balancing making money with liking what you do. Now, we say at the heart of yearning for a different life, something feels missing, is the notion of liking what you do. Having said that, Linda, anything further, or shall I jump in with the next focus point?
Jump in, Emmanuel.
Right, I'm jumping in. So the point there is, why shift to a healthy body? We're now just going to look at it generally. We are not doing anything specific, but just generally. So one of the things is eating disorder awareness. We are going to plant the seed that you might have a eating disorder awareness, that you might have a eating disorder, and we'd like to plant the seed of the awareness. Eating healthier. There are several ways about eating healthier. For instance, um, many people, and I certainly didn't know that most of the food that I ate was not healthy, was not healthy at all. And very easily, before you know it, your body is unhealthy, and the telltale signs is maybe lack of energy, maybe that you're putting on weight, maybe you don't have stamina, you might be feeling tired, etc. And we are going to talk about healthier eating. And as the image said there, Linda, could we just go back to that image of healthier eating or eating healthier? When you look at on the left side there are hamburgers and hot dogs and whatever we show there, and on the right hand side, wholesome food, let's say like a carrot. One part of it is just wholesome food like a carrot. And also food health. I'd like to stand on food health for a little bit. Now, these points that we are discussing are points that people are wondering about, and we want to elaborate in this discussion on these different points. So let's look at food health. What on earth would that mean? So, of course, with modern day living, and if you are capable to do this, you might be buying something that is farmed in such a way that it might not be the healthiest food in terms of how it was farmed. It could contain additives that are not conducive for us. There are very many additives. We are not going to go into the additives, but the food that you might be consuming could have additives. Now, we don't say what you now need to do is check all the additives and go to the farmer and check what additives. The principle is if it's whole food, if it's wholesome food, it's going to be healthy food as well. And I'm not talking of that you bought it, you put it into the kitchen or into your pantry, and now already it's gone off. We are not talking of that. It is the principle of how the food was produced. It might contain preservatives to make it last longer from where it was um, canned, maybe if it's canned food. So there's also food health. It might even, under food health, have you ever considered that the food that you get from your grocery store just on the corner, wholesome food, comes from the immediate environment, or you could be eating food that needs to be shipped in or flown in and might have lots of transport costs in that food. These are all things indicating that the food that just to create the awareness of healthy food. We are not saying don't do it, but just be aware. Food, foods that are bad for your health. So listen to this interesting one. Foods that are bad for your health. Definitely anything you eat with added sugar is not good for your health. It's going to give you an energy boost, let's call it that, and then it's going to wear off. Now, the idea is that when you eat like that, you're going to have energy, then drop off, then you need some more energy, and so your life is going to go up and down on a daily, on an hourly, on a weekly. It could be even shorter than that. So the idea is, let's for starters just stay away from added sugar. sure to stay away from added sugar. That is not good for you. If we look at healthy ideas, I already covered some. Wholesome food that is available just around the corner from the grocer, uh, and maybe the grocer supports the local farming community as opposed to carrying lots and lots of products that need to be transported in from other areas. So uh, the moment it is prepared, it would need to have preservatives in it. That's why it usually got an expiry date. Then, of course, healthy weight loss is not necessary that you now suddenly go on a fast, just as an example, or take on a lot of activities just very quickly to, in a short period of time, um, reduce your weight. We're saying healthy weight loss, meaning a way of life, which then would benefit you by not consuming certain foods that is not beneficial to you. You could also look at healthy eating guide, and the moment you stick with wholesome food, uh, vegetables, fruits, surely they are going to be placed on your healthy eating guide. Then if you look at a healthy eating plan for weight loss, now these are all things that people ask about. Healthy eating plan for weight loss. Now, it's it's not hidden. There are no secrets about it. Eating locally, eating the food that's in season, that is a plan for you. Stay away from added sugars, as I mentioned. Stay away from added sugar, which is in absolutely everything. If you have not been made aware of this, it's available. It consists in everything that you eat. Healthy eating tips. I've mentioned a few now already. Healthy eating tips. Healthy lifestyle tips. I've mentioned a few healthy lifestyle tips. Healthy living tips. These are all things to do with healthy living. Um, I'd like to elaborate just a little bit. Let's look at healthy living. So first of all, it is about what you consume. It is about, do you do any exercise? It does not have to be workout in the gym. All it needs is that you have some movement. You could take a walk, you could take a swim, you could cycle a bit, whatever you enjoy. And it doesn't have to be a lot, as long as you regularly do any exercise, or as we talk about movement. So that's the second part. Another part is that you might want to fast. I'm just running very quickly over this healthy living tips. You might want to fast. We have um, content on fasting. And then also the last thing that I'd like to touch on is autophagy. That's the body's self-healing mechanism. And if you understand those four things, you would be able to quite easily live healthy. And those are tips for you to remember. Now, if you want to know more, please subscribe here so that when we talk about those topics, you would be notified. If you look at healthy weight loss tips, it's the same thing. There's no difference. How you obtain and maintain a healthy lifestyle feeds very nicely into weight loss tips. It's one and the same thing. These are not different things, those four things. Healthy eating, some exercise, and it doesn't have to be heavy workouts, some fasting, and also that you induce autophagy, and the combo of those four things, and you're on your way. How does sugar affect your body? As I was saying, Nano, when you have anything that has added sugar in it, it doesn't matter if it's a beverage, a chocolate, cake, pastry, alcohol, it doesn't matter what it is, you are going to have consumed stuff that's not conducive for your body, and you are going to have the side effects by suddenly feeling energized. And when you blink your eyes in number of times, the energy is not there anymore. And so you are playing with spikes of energy. Now, how to increase energy? We spoke about that already. By having and living a healthy lifestyle, automatically you are going to increase energy. And it's not about having spikes of energy, it's about having your life consist of energy and stamina to do the things that you do with your life. Now, plant-based diet for beginners. I started very, very many years ago, uh, following plant-based eating that consisted of vegetables and fruit. I then didn't realize I was not getting any protein, and I didn't even know what protein, what foodstuffs included protein. And I then realized that it comes in the form of beans, it comes in the form of peanuts, it comes in the form of nuts, and it also exists in other foodstuff as well. So I then adapted and started eating, as well as fruit and veggies, certain protein foods. And of course, that is what I would suggest if you are considering starting and beginning a plant-based diet. As we say, the plant-based diet for beginners. Sugar-free diet, best to not have added sugar in any of the many, many forms. You would be surprised, as I was when I started understanding these principles, and I went for an investigation, a deep dive investigation about what all contains sugar. And then, of course, wellness for life. It feeds right into what our topic is about. And here we are talking of wellness for life as a way of life, as a lifestyle. What is clean eating? So, this does not mean in the sense of washing your food. No, it's not about that. It's about, are you eating things that is not laden, let's say, with sugar, with preservatives? Are you aware of that any pre-prepared food is going to be convenient, but it could be coming at a price. So please be aware of clean food where it does not come at a price in terms of what it contains, as opposed to eating, if we look at that one, whole or wholesome foods. So that concludes this part of the presentation. Linda, anything that you would want to add?
No, not at this stage, Emmanuel.
Nothing, Linda? No
Nothing.
questions?
No.
Okay, I just want to go back to how to eat for lasting well-being. And I would also like to say, if this is the replay video, we would love you to like, share, subscribe, click the notification bell so that you get notified, and by all means comment and tell us your thoughts. Maybe something that worked for you that is not the same as what we are talking about. Then also, by joining our live streams, we'd love you to, if this message resonates with you, that you contribute to our live stream via the super chat. Thank you very, very much. And then once this is the replay video, thank you very much. You could contribute with this message resonating with you via the super thanks. Linda, so that's it from my side now for this section. Are we ready to jump into the next section?
Absolutely.
Okay. And how are we time-wise, Linda? Are we still okay for time?
We're doing good, Emmanuel.
Okay, thank you. So the next section then is why shift to a healthy body? And now our focus is going to be on fat and weight. Okay, let's look at the very, very first one. Belly fat loss. So some of us gain immediately around the belly, some of us around the bum. This one is about belly fat loss. Same thing of what I've said. Watch what you are consuming, focus on whole food, wholesome food, and your belly fat, you would be losing your belly fat. Best diet to lose belly fat, I've said that now several times. It doesn't change. It's all the same idea. Best tips for weight loss. It's all exactly the same idea. Watch what you eat. Have a look at consuming wholesome food. Nothing fancy. Just plain straightforward food that would sustain you well, that's not going to cause spikes in your energy and then lows in your energy again. Best tips for weight loss, as I was saying earlier. Best way to burn belly fat. Now, I want to stand here for a moment. We've got a few of these. So look at those bellies. Now, by watching what you eat, by doing some exercise, by fasting, and we have content about fasting, and by automatically inducing autophagy more than what you would if you consume a lot of food and if you don't exercise. So please remember, think about it like this. In your body, you eat too much, you eat food that does not digest easily and quickly, and you don't do exercise. It means every day your body does not finish the digestion of everything that you ate. Now we are saying change what you eat. Move your body a little bit, even if it's just walking around the block or cycling or whatever based on your environment, what is easy for you. Do some movement. The third thing is to fast. And by example, you might eat from 6 to 6 and you might fast intermittently from 6 to 6, as an example. So that fasting helps with not adding food while your body is digesting. And once your body has digested that food, it then gives your body time to apply and induce autophagy. And autophagy, imagine it like this. If your body has got a belly, Linda, please put up those bellies again. So if you have some belly fat and you do what I just mentioned, thank you, Linda, then what would happen is during the autophagy process, see it like this, autophagy goes away and it then nibbles away at the fat in your body, the overweightness of your body. And of course, to do that, you watch what you consume, you do some exercise, you do some fasting, which we covered more than just superficially, and then you will enable the autophagy, and in combo, the best way to burn belly fat. Look at this one. Thank you, Linda. Best way to lose fat, belly fat fast. Look at what we say there that people ask about. Best way to lose belly fat fast. Simple recipe, just those 4 steps. Best way to lose weight, exactly just those 4 steps. Clean eating for weight loss. This doesn't mean you're washing your food, but you could read it like this. Any food that you could wash, like veggies, like fruit, would be good for you. Wholesome food would be good for you. That would constitute clean eating. That would also constitute easy weight loss. And before you know it, you get rid of belly fat. And close to the one we had previously, how to burn belly fat fast. So you apply all these things. Now, as long as you watch what you eat, I'm just going to cover it again. If you watch what you eat, you do some movement, some exercise, light exercise. It does not have to be heavy. And you fast regularly. And I've now mentioned fasting a few times, so let me just put the caution. If you've never fasted before and you don't know what it's about, make sure that you do it in collaboration with a medical practitioner so that you don't do what you don't understand. Let the medical practitioner assist you. Once you know, it's a different story. How to get rid of belly fat. Same thing again. No different recipe. How to get rid of belly fat. It's exactly the same thing. Then there's another one that people ask, how to lose body fat. Same thing. Now, it does not only need to sit on your body, on your belly, it could sit anywhere on your body. It's the same that applies. So, Linda, I've gotten to the end of this section. Anything that you would want to add?
Manuel, so we mentioned, well, you mentioned 4 things. We've got to change what you eat, move your body, fasting helps, and it starts with the process of autophagy, which is self-healing. So all of these things are very beneficial, but I think most people are not even aware of the state of their body, because like you said, some people have fast moving lives, some people have just gone into practice of habit of just eating food that's quickly available, and or they don't have time to prepare healthy food. And I think for me personally, and maybe some of our viewers would relate to this, is that one of the key things that I started recognizing within myself was actually becoming aware of how my body physically felt when I ate certain things. So I, for a very long time, actually struggled with fatigue and a loss of energy. And when I started eating differently and in a more healthy way, I could immediately feel my energy levels rising. But again, it has, it's something one has to experience through becoming aware. I think that's very important to note that as part of shifting to being in a healthier place with your body is asking yourself, how do I feel when I eat certain things? How do I feel when I don't move? How do I feel when I'm dehydrated? So yes, just wanted to add that.
Linda, thank you for that. And that is probably crucial to understand the awareness that you're talking about. We cannot achieve anything if we are not aware. And Linda, I would like to say that with our live streams that we are preparing, it's part and parcel of creating awareness. Now, our awareness could just be half an inch deep, and that's fine. Our awareness could be a mile wide and a half an inch deep. Our awareness could also be a mile deep. The biggest thing is, and thank you for pointing this out, as long as there is awareness. I, for instance, didn't know about how much added sugar existed in the things that it exists in. And that was a huge, huge awareness that I fostered when I started looking at, for instance, and I'm just mentioning one thing, the added sugar.
Definitely.
So thank you for that.
Pleasure.
Okay, are we ready to jump into the next focus
Absolutely.
point?
Yes.
Thank you, Linda. So now we are going to say how to shift to a healthy lifestyle in a sustainable way. Now, this is just the start of it now. And for instance, why would we want to do it? How to increase energy, how to increase energy levels. These are questions people ask. How to lose fat fast. It sounds as if I'm repeating myself, but these are things that people ask. How to lose fat for good. So this was obviously somebody who said, okay, I would like to lose it, but it mustn't come back. Now that's my sort of thinking. Let's address the root cause and not just the symptom. We are going to cover that in our next focus point. How to lose weight, we've covered. This sounds like more of the same. How to lose weight and keep it off. Again, it's about in a sustainable way. We want to lose it and not regain it. How to reduce belly fat, we spoke about that. Losing body fat, low fat diet. I just would like to stop here. The moment we start thinking about wholesome food and eating wholesome food, it would automatically suit us so we don't need to consume things that is low on something. Have an apple. Don't replace that with something that has almost no value for our body. Um, just have the raw, wholesome food or the cooked wholesome food or the roast wholesome food. Quickly lose weight. These are things people ask about. To lose weight, weight loss diet, we are saying apply those 4 things. Let me just mention it again. Watch what we eat, movement of our body, exercise. The third thing is fast, as I mentioned a little bit earlier, and then also the combination of this induces autophagy, and the autophagy is what nibbles at whatever is in our body that's not serving us, and it then automatically sustains us from those excesses or ailments in our body, and that is about autophagy. Weight loss secrets, these are not secrets, but it appears as if it's secrets because there are so many questions being asked about a healthy lifestyle. And it seems like those 4 things are so simplistic, and it must be a secret because very few people just simplistically applies that. Linda, so I rushed through this section. Is there anything that you would want me just to cover again, or do you have any comments on that?
Yes, the comments I have is just to say, listening to you talk, I realized that we can't do these things as quick fixes. It has to become a way of life. And it can't become a way of life if something internally doesn't shift first. So I know you're going to talk about that next, but I think it's important to highlight that because we are talking about how we can eat in a lasting well-being way, and you know it's not sustainable for us to just quickly try something. It's not going to work. So yeah, that's the only comment I want to add, Emmanuel.
Thank you, Linda. And an important comment in the sense of what is the underlying reason why we are not living a healthy lifestyle. Now, we are going to touch on that. You are certainly spot on when you say we are going to touch on that. So here's the peace evolution recipe. So we've covered now many things that people ask about. I attempted to categorize them in certain groupings, and I see Pierre is not here today. However, he is our specialist to find out what the questions are and to summarize the questions that people ask around this point of healthy eating. And now let's give you Peace Evolution's recipe. First of all, look carefully at what it says there. Base your healthy body on liking what you do. Oh, is that Pierre joining? Okay, Pierre, I've got to just go back to the point I made. Pierre, so all the points that I covered up to now are the things that you painstakingly research to find out what people are asking about. And then you are representing everybody, I want to almost say on this planet, and their questions. And then we use those questions as the subject matter of our discussions. So kudos to you, sir. for doing that research for us about what people are actually asking about. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Righty. Thank you again. Okay, so as I said there, base your healthy body on liking what you do. Now, please keep in mind, and Linda alluded to this as well in the point that she made. Um, if we pursue the things that we pursue in our lives every single day, and it's not based on liking what you do, then of course we feel something is missing. We yearn for a different life. The very first question that I asked was, what is the meaning of this? It didn't make any sense to me. The getting up, the going to a job to earn, to then start that whole cycle again tomorrow. There had to be more to life than that. And what we are discussing here is liking what we do. Now, the moment we like what we do, everything automatically shifts. We then don't see our lives and our bodies in a way, I would like to almost say that we take our body for granted. We automatically, when we like what we do, we are also in a caretaker mode from the sense of we take care of our bodies. And it's not a thing that we have to think, what must I do today to take care of my body? It's automatically interwoven into our lifestyle. So, as it says there, base your healthy body and, of course, what you eat on liking what you do. Now we are addressing the root cause of why our life is so tough to maintain a healthy body, because at the heart of it, we are not living a life of liking what we do. And we are now going to show you how to obtain that. Now, how to recognize liking what you do? It starts with realizing and recognizing your uniqueness. Every one of us is as unique as our fingerprint. Are you living such a life where your day-to-day life is as unique to you as your fingerprint? If it is, then you're probably just listening here to see and join and support us. If it is not, you are going to now um, get some information about addressing the root cause. It starts with recognizing your own uniqueness, as unique to you as your fingerprints. The outflow of that is you would not be able to recognize liking what you do without recognizing your purpose. And you would also then immediately recognize as part of your purpose that you are the source of your life. So, are you conducting and living your life every single day, moment for moment, and I'd like to add breath for breath, where you are living a life as unique to you as your fingerprints? The next step is then to craft a vision. Now, I'd like to just exemplify how I crafted my vision. As per recognizing my purpose, I then looked in my mind's eye and I said, remember I said earlier that it all starts between our ears. Now, in my mind's eye, I then said, by living my purpose, what would it look like? What would that look like as a vision and I sat down and I crafted that vision. And that was to live my unique life. Are you living your unique life as unique to you as your fingerprint, or are you living a life where you feel something is missing, you yearning for a different life, you question the meaning of it? Have you even ever felt as if you're running in a hamster wheel? This is what we are talking about. Suddenly, through what I shared here, nothing feels missing in your life. You stop yearning for a different life because you are living your own unique life as unique to you as your fingerprint. I've said that so many times today. You also live a life of meaning, and then you balance the healthy lifestyle with liking what you do. You won't be able to not do that. It's not something that you write down, that you try to figure out automatically. As you like what you do, one of the things you would automatically do is also include your body and taking good care of your body. And then you apply those four things that I mentioned up to now. And that is then balancing the healthy lifestyle with liking what you do. You cannot separate those two. They come automatically as part and parcel of one and the same thing. Linda, that concludes this part, the Peace Evolution's recipe. Uh, any thoughts from your side? Anything that you feel we should add further?
Yes, I was thinking, you know, when we just eat what we want to, um, we have to ask kind of, where are you in that picture? Now, I call myself a recovering emotional eater because I used to go for the ice cream when I felt I needed to fill the emotional void, and if I really look at that, it's like you are captured in that moment. It's like it's not you doing that thing. It's, you know, you are missing in your life. And I feel this is the undercurrent of it. We yearn for that different life. And the beauty of recognizing this is that when you start living this way, where nothing feels missing, then there isn't this void to fill. And at the heart of it, like you said, you automatically would be living a life where you like what you do. So yeah, I just wanted to share that.
Thank you, Linda. Marvelously put. Linda, do you think we should pay the bills?
Always.
Okay. So what I'd like to show there is that if our content resonates with you, what we are saying here, whether you're applying it or not, but if it resonates with you, we'd love you to like, share, subscribe, click the notification bell so that you would get notified whenever we do another live stream or publish a video. And comment. We'd like to hear your comments, no matter what they are. Whether you say, no, you're making it too simple, or you're saying, no, you're making it too complicated. How has eating got to do with liking what I do? We would love to hear from you, And that would also give us some information to talk around what you are saying. Then furthermore, if this information resonates with you and you are watching the replay, and you'd like to support us, we'd love your support. We are a startup, and as it stands now, we are we need to pay our bills, and we'd like you to give us some super thanks. And Linde, thank you for putting up that particular one. If you want to dive deep into what we are saying here today, join our membership. There are 4 levels to choose from, and it's very clearly defined what the 4 levels are. They all have a distinct purpose, the different membership levels, and then we could get into the nuts and bolts of everything we are talking about. Linde, so that concludes this section. We've paid the bills. Now I say let's jump into the next and last section, where we are going to now cover, well, how do you recognize your purpose? We spoke about that one. Let's see about how do you recognize your purpose. Now, as I mentioned, your purpose is as unique to you as your fingerprints. You would then automatically live a life which is as unique to you as your fingerprints. And how do you do this? Linde, I've got that same thing again. Just a minute. There we are. You follow Peace Evolution's channel. We regularly publish videos about our topic. There is another way of doing this. We are from next week going to have a playlist dedicated to recognizing your purpose. We also have an ebook that you could purchase. The link would be below in the description. And that ebook covers what we are talking about from A to Z, sometimes more than what we talk about here, sometimes less than what we talk about here. So that would be another way of recognizing your purpose. Then we just a few minutes ago spoke about our membership levels. You could join our membership, and then we cover step by step the process, guides and facilitates you to get to the point of recognizing your purpose. As it says there, you recognize your purpose, up to and including balancing making money with liking what you do. So we started off with eating. Now, once you live your life based on liking what you do, automatically you would be taking different care of your body. It won't be a chore, it would be easy. It's part and parcel of how you live. Now, you might today have a conventional job that you would want to now step out of to live this unique life as unique to you as your fingerprint. Now, to do that, you are suddenly going to be faced with, but how am I going to pay my bills? Yes, we cover that as well. Balancing making money with liking what you do. You would then one morning recognize, oh, nothing feels missing. You would also recognize, oh, the yearning for a different life has disappeared. Why? Because you, as unique to you as your fingerprint, is now part and parcel of your life. Everything you do revolves around that. You would see you are living a life of meaning, and the outcome of all of that, strangely, but it's absolutely that you would be evolving your inner peace. And that's where our story ends for today. Linda, are you going to add something further to this story? Yesterday or another day, I asked you, do you think our vocabulary, the way we put it forward, is conducive? Please, would you help understand that? And you put forward such an interesting point. So I'm going to ask you the same question again. Linda, do you think our story that started at eating, healthy eating, where we said how to eat for lasting well-being, do you think we covered that? And do you have anything to add?
So I'll do the same what I did last time. I'm going to throw that ball back into the court of the viewers. We would really, really love and appreciate any feedback from you guys. Obviously, we want to add value, and we want to hear from you. I mean, I'm very biased when it comes to peace evolution, so it's not fair that Emmanuel asked me that question. But I think our our viewers are a little bit more objective in that sense, and again, you know, we've told some of our own stories here today. We've shared some of our own challenges that we have and journeys that we've gone through, and we do that because we are sharing first-hand experience with you, and we also want to say there's an opportunity here for you to also experience firsthand how it would be to live a life of meaning and purpose, and the outflow of that is living a healthy life, you know, liking what I do while I earn money. So yes, please join us. We have a lot of these live streams, and we would love to see you guys around. Okay, Emmanuel, that's that.
Linda, I wonder if this is very late in the presentation, but I wonder if Tanya wants to add something, seeing as she's heavily involved around movement to suit our age and exercise to suit our age.
Okay, I'm going to bring you on board, Tanya. Just unmute yourself. There we go.
Hello, Tanya.
Hi, Emmanuel. Yeah, for me, hand in hand, mental health, physical health, like I said, hand in hand, goes together, as well as what you eat. Our bodies are our driving force, and we need to feed it everything that benefits us, whether it's mental, with food, or with physical activity.
Yeah, that's a great holistic way of looking at it and approaching it, Tanya. Absolutely. And do you have anything to add in the sense of the way we eat for a lasting well-being? That was our topic today. So, you want to add anything to that?
Yeah, I think eating is a very difficult topic for most of us and for all of us. I think even though we don't think we are emotional eaters, in other words, something's gone bad and I'm eating because that makes me feel better. I think we as a society just eat too much, and I think it probably does boil down to being emotional, but we don't always see it. I think in every case, if we're bored, we eat. If we're happy, we eat. If we're sad, we eat. We're just always eating. And I think it eventually becomes such a bad habit almost. So yeah, if you're eating healthy and you're eating well, it is for lasting well-being. We all know when we eat well, we feel good, we have more energy, we think clearer. So yeah, eating does play a big role.
Okay, great. And you can obviously attest to that. You've had quite a journey, and in the sense of being passionate about living a healthy life, and exercising and moving, and being conscious and aware of what you put on your body. So great, thanks for sharing. Anything else?
Not that I can think of right now.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much, Tanya. Thank you, Emmanuel, and that's that for today.
Okay, thank you and all the best. Bye-bye. And also to our viewers, thanks for watching and bye-bye.
Cheers.